According to royal author Tom Bower, Meghan Markle's intention was to use Prince Harry's status to establish connections with Hollywood's elite and then return to California.
Meghan Markle had a plan from the start to return to California after leveraging Prince Harry's status to gain attention from Hollywood A-list celebrities. And this is according to author Tom Bower.
Tom Bower's bombshell book, Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors, documents Meghan Markle's life from her early years through to her rift with the royal family.
In his book, Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors, Tom Bower suggests that Meghan's wedding invitations in 2018 were part of her strategic approach.
After the Oprah Winfrey interview, it clearly was very toxic. And I think that both sides would try to some extent lower the temperature. But the underlining anger between both sides can't be removed.
Now, Tom Bower, he specifically had this to say, and I quote,
"Guess that Meghan strategically crafted her wedding guest list in 2018, including Hollywood figures like Oprah Winfrey and George Clooney, while excluding many of Harry's friends."
That's what the guest list at Windsor showed. All his friends were excluded and all her Hollywood contacts were included, like Oprah Winfrey and George Clooney and all her agents. Everyone was there to help her career.
She invited people she didn't know well. Oprah Winfrey, George and Amal Clooney, the big Hollywood hitters. It was a clever move because they are the ones who have stood up for her when she has been attacked.
Now, that is shocking. Well, it may not come as a surprise for many people because she has been reported to just be using Harry in the past, but the fact that his friends were excluded from the guest list just really shows that, wow, he is really being used by Meghan.
And of course, the news today that Harry's memoir is going to be published in the near future will just alarm the royal family here in England about what he's actually going to say to earn his money.
Tom also mentioned the thought of Meghan fixing things with the royal family seems pretty ridiculous because she is seen as a, I quote, ruthless adventuress. And this is what he went on to tell the Daily Express US publication. She never intended to stay in England. She always intended to go back to California.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have reportedly returned home to California. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex headed back across the pond on Tuesday.
And it has served her very well. She's been very successful, and instead of seeing her for what she is, a ruthless adventuress, all this talk constantly of trying to patch things up with the family is ridiculous.
He characterizes Meghan's approach as that of a ruthless adventuress, rather than someone interested in reconciliation with the royal family.
So yeah, Tom Bower is saying that she's actually not trying to fix things with the royal family. It's just she got what she wanted, she married the prince, she got a lot more popularity, a lot more fame, made a lot more money, and that's that. Now, at the same time, Netflix has revealed the official release date of Prince Harry's new documentary series, Heart of Invictus.
Netflix has revealed the release date for Prince Harry's documentary series, Heart of Invictus, set to premiere on August 30.
Now, the series is set to premiere worldwide on August 30th, 2023.
The series highlights the Invictus Games, an event initiated by Prince Harry in 2014 to support wounded servicemen and women.
And the documentary focuses on the Invictus Games, which is an international sports event that was established in 2014.
The series showcases the journey of competitors who have faced life-changing injuries on their path to the Invictus.
For people who were wounded, injured, or sick, military personnel, both active and veterans. So it looks like Prince Harry is 100% still in the Hollywood world. He is working on documentaries and producing films and shows. And Meghan is also moving forward with her Hollywood plans, along with various other charity ventures that she has with her husband, Prince Harry. So no doubt whatever Prince Harry releases is gonna make money. Whatever Meghan Markle releases is also gonna make money because it's gonna get the public talking. People are gonna wonder what it is. You know, they're gonna buy it if it's a book or a product. They're gonna watch it if it's a movie or a show or whatever. Because whether people like them or not, they still make headlines and people still gravitate to observe and view what they release in the world. Whether it's a product, service, a book, show, movie, whatever. And the thing is, that's perfectly fine. I don't think people have an issue per se with them pursuing their dreams of Hollywood. But get rid of your royal titles first. Stop calling yourself Duke and Duchess. And going through the whole ordeal of trashing the royal family publicly and never wanting to be royalty in the first place, well, critics see this as, yeah, Meghan has in fact used Harry, and she's done so no matter the cost to his family. Obviously, Meghan is not 100% to blame because Harry is also his own individual person and he went along with things. Getting married to a prince would definitely give Meghan clout. She got that. But the fact that many celebrities now are also distancing themselves from Meghan and Harry, that speaks volumes, because first she was trying to gain clout and be among the celebrity A-listers and all that. Now they're kind of distancing themselves, and I think it's because they've seen Meghan and they've seen Harry, how they trash even their own family. Like personal matters that should be resolved behind closed doors amongst their family has been blurted out all over the internet, all over the world, and all the dirty laundry is being aired and all of that. And I think when celebrities saw this, they're like, whoa, okay, well, can we really trust them? Like anything that we say, are they gonna just blast us publicly? Are they gonna be bashing us behind our backs? And you know, so just trying to distance themselves. It's like, if they could say that about their own family, like what could they say about us, you know? According to sources with extensive knowledge of the royal family, there are suggestions that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle may be heading towards a messy divorce.
He's maintained, I guess, a bit of a relationship with the two brothers since their mother passed away. So that's very interesting to hear that he thinks that Harry is just sort of...
Princess Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell, he has made some pretty sensational claims regarding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. He believes that Harry is only staying in the marriage with Meghan for the sake of their children, waiting for them to grow up. Paul Burrell expressed his thoughts stating, "Am I the only person in the UK that is thinking, has Harry finally woken up to the truth? Has he finally seen the truth of what his wife is doing and that he's been brainwashed and mesmerized by her beauty or something? Because we all know that, but he doesn't seem to see it. I personally know Harry and I think he's always wanted to be a father. He's always wanted children. I think this element of splitting from his family right now is a little premature. I think he would want to stay in that driving seat to watch his children grow, because if he left this relationship now, he'd lose his children. Because
I think he's always wanted to be a father. He always wanted children. I think this element of splitting from his family right now is a little premature. I think he would want to stay in that driving seat to watch his children.
Because she'd keep them in America and he wouldn't see them because of all that. I think Harry will try to stick with the program for as long as he possibly can. Interestingly, Grant Harold, King Charles's former butler, recently claimed that Prince Harry might return or purchase property in the UK to maintain his ties with his home country. Prince Harry currently lives in California with his wife and children. Back in 2020, he made the decision to step down from his royal duties and relocate to California. But supporting Harold's claim, Paul Burrell said this: "I have no doubt that when this happens, because we all know that it will happen, when it does happen, then he will return to the United Kingdom. And I think his father, the king, and his brother, the Prince of Wales, will both greet him back into the country with open arms." There's an element of Harry we all love. We just don't understand why he's doing what he's doing at the moment. However, Sky News contributor Daisy Cousins, she gives a conflicting perspective and actually argues something different. What she argues is that Meghan and Harry themselves may have initiated rumors and they're doing it to get attention from the public.
You possibly have a car chase, these strange factoid things they throw out there that seem so bizarre, but it gets them so much media and public attention. And they have, these contracts with Netflix. Harry's, got to chuck out a couple more books. They need public attention to actually make money and make their whole strange little business structure grow. So
Daisy Cousins stated during an interview with Sky News Australia this: "It actually wouldn't surprise me if these were very calculated leaks from the Sussex camp, suggesting that there's a split on the cards, because either way, if there is or there isn't, we're all going to look."
It actually wouldn't surprise me if these were very calculated leaks from the Sussex camp suggesting that there's a split on the cards, because either way, whether there is and there isn't, we're all going to look and go, ooh, what's happening here? Even Lady Colin Campbell herself said to be prepared that just about anything coming out of Camp Montecito was a lie. Look, personally, I hate to think of any marriage splitting up, particularly when there are children involved, and these are, little, as you said, very gorgeous children we talked about. We will see what happens, but I will be certainly watching with the popcorn to see what the state of the marriage is like over the next 12 months.
This is how much money Meghan Markle would get if she divorced Prince Harry. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are said to be facing the most profound crisis in their controversial marriage to date. Reports suggest that the couple's failed professional endeavors have contributed to discussions of a potential divorce. It's alleged that their projects have struggled to generate income following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and among mounting speculation about a potential separation, the British media has begun to speculate about the potential financial arrangements for Meghan Markle, including reports of a prenuptial agreement that could result in a substantial sum of money being awarded to her. However, though, it appears that this pre-agreed amount has encountered resistance from King Charles III. According to the Daily Mail newspaper, there's a clause in the agreement that outlines an arrangement for Meghan to receive $80 million. And this is to support her children, Lilibet and Archie. And this is a massive sum of money, although I'm sure it would not be paid out all at once. Meghan Markle has an estimated net worth of $5 million, and this was prior to marrying Prince Harry, and this is according to CelebrityNetWorth.com. So although she is struggling, she is doing pretty well on her own, just with her own assets outside of the marriage. According to the same website though, Meghan and Prince Harry have an estimated net worth of $60 million, which appears to combine both of their net worths since they are married now. Harry, by the way, came into the marriage with a net worth of $20 million. Now, when we look beyond the financial complexities of a divorce, custody of your children would definitely emerge as a central point of contention in the divorce proceedings. Sources indicate that Harry would potentially seek full custody of the children, and this is a stance that Meghan Markle is reportedly completely opposed to. She would not want Harry to have full custody of the children. The strain on their relationship is reported to have intensified since the global pandemic of 2020 and 2021, compounded by the financial setbacks that they have, economic instability, as well as the loss of Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth II, which have collectively hindered the couple's ability to achieve success in their professional endeavors. And these reasons for having difficulty in succeeding in Hollywood, by the way, are said to be cited by Harry and Meghan Markle themselves. Either way, back in July of 2023, the couple faced a setback as they lost a $20 million contract with Spotify. And this didn't really have anything to do with Queen Elizabeth's passing or the global pandemic. So it's interesting that Harry and Meghan would cite those things as the reason, because the podcast with Spotify, Archetypes, fell short in generating sufficient revenue for a renewal of a second season, which was caused because they didn't produce enough episodes. Now, in Harry's situation, the British monarchy is reportedly poised to extend its support to him, with King Charles allegedly indicating that Harry, his youngest son, could potentially reclaim his royal privileges if he would divorce Meghan Markle. Now, for Meghan, there appears to be a desire to retain her title as the Duchess of Sussex and remain a member of the British royal family somehow, even if she was to divorce Prince Harry. Meghan Markle is said to be preparing to publish her own book, which is expected to expose all of Prince Harry's areas of weakness. So it's said that Meghan Markle is preparing to disclose some details about her husband, Prince Harry, all his shortcomings in various parts of her autobiography.
It's about being authentic. And if you look back at anything that I've said, it's really interesting.
Now, it's believed that Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is actively in the process of writing said book, similar to Prince Harry's book, which generated considerable controversy around the world.
What it looks like is the hype and the sensationalism behind the book is dying down. Now, we obviously understand why the book became a bestseller. This was completely out of the ordinary.
But it also generated millions of dollars in sales. So this is definitely something that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, definitely would need. It probably would earn millions of dollars as well. Following their departure as senior working royals in 2020, the couple relocated to the United States, and they now reside in California with their 2 children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Anticipated to be candid and just very open and straightforward and blunt, Meghan's account of her life is expected to encompass surprising and secret revelations from her marriage. So not just specifically about her husband, Harry, other aspects as well, maybe inside thoughts that she has. Like, I could only imagine there must be so much information that Meghan has to share and wants to share, because for months she has been very silent regarding what she's been doing.
And so did so many other people whose names we know and whose names we do not know.
Nor has she really shared any of her inner thoughts recently or her views about anything. But it definitely is pretty surprising that she is going to be sharing details about Prince Harry and his character flaws and failings. But Harry already revealed some of those already publicly. So what else could Meghan be sharing about Harry? And how private and honest and open is she gonna get in this book? Harry already hinted that he did have some shortcomings himself in his memoir, Spare.
In the book, there's a lot of accusation of the palace and particularly William and Kate's attitude to Meghan.
As well as their Netflix docuseries, expressing remorse for how Meghan was treated during their time in the UK and wishing that he could have done more to support her and reassure her. Now, Prince Harry said this specifically in their Netflix documentary. "I was devastated. I knew that she was struggling. We were both struggling, but I never thought it would get to that stage. And the fact that it got to that stage, I felt angry and ashamed."
It's about hatred. It's about race. It's a dirty game.
And then Prince Harry, he added this: "I didn't deal with it particularly well. I dealt with it as institutional Harry as opposed to husband Harry. And what took over my feelings was my royal role. I've been trained to worry more about what are people gonna think if we don't go to this event. We're gonna be late, and looking back on it now, I hate myself for it." There was also this one source that told Bella magazine that Meghan is of the opinion that the moment has arrived to share her perspective with the wider public. Interesting. And this is what the source said specifically about this. Meghan really wants to get her side of the story across after Harry got the space to tell his story so deeply. There have been times that Harry has been less than perfect in the marriage, which he acknowledges, but no one is perfect. So again, it just makes me kind of question, how open and honest is she gonna get in this book? What details is she gonna reveal? And this is definitely something that I know will sell globally, all over the world. It will earn millions of dollars because I think people just want to know. People are that curious. Even if they're not fans of Meghan Markle, they're still gonna buy the book because they bought Prince Harry's book, Spare.